guess now we can start, because I need to start at some point, right? Just not sit here and not say anything. So here we go. Here we go, here we go. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a black smoky eye, but we're gonna do a little twist to it. So if you wanna recreate it, then just keep on watching. So since my eyelids are a little pink from another look I did earlier, I'm gonna go and conceal them with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in the shade Medium Tan. Yay, no more pink lids. Then I'm gonna set that with the Wet n Wild pressed powder. This is in the shade Natural Beige, and that's just what it is. Grabbing my brush, just gonna set that concealer in place so my eyelids don't crease. And I'm gonna be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm gonna use some of the browns in here and then some of that black as well. So for the crease, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's just a soft matte brown to start off. I'm gonna go in with it a little bit over the crease. And actually I might just bring you in a little bit closer. Okay, now you guys can see better. Now that I have that color down all over the crease, I'm gonna go in with a deeper shade. I'm gonna go in with this darker brown shade right there. Going in on the outer corner here and also on the crease, just a little bit lower. It's with that same brush that we used. Now before I put the black on top, like a black eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with a pencil after I blend this out, because we're gonna want to build that black slowly, especially the eyeshadow that's gonna go on top of the base. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. And this is really creamy, that's why I like putting it as a base when I do a smoky eye, because it's easy to blend. So you're just gonna put it on your eyelid. Don't go too high with it, just keep it lower, and then we're gonna blend it up anyways. So just dabbing it in there, not making too many lines or else it's just gonna pull on your eye and it's not gonna look right. So I'm just dabbing it in. And it doesn't have to look super black because we're going to go in with a black eyeshadow. So then I'm just going to blend it out with my finger. And I'm bringing it up as I press it into the lid. Slowly bringing it up. And that's just going to be a base for the black eyeshadow we're going to put over it. And we're going to blend it actually with a brown again. Just like that. And I'm going to go in with that darker brown, the second color that we used, to blend it out a little. So I'm going to go in with a more precise brush and just blend it up. You see that black going up just a tiny bit, not all the way up, because then you're gonna look like you got punched in the face, and you don't want that. Just bringing it up a little bit. And the thing with a smoky eye is that it's just in the blending. You have to keep blending until you see that it looks okay. I'm just going back in with that first brush that we used. Just keep blending that black and that brown together. And it's gonna look messy at first. This is one of those looks that it won't look together until the very end, but we'll fix it. You'll see at the end it'll look good. Okay, now I'm gonna grab a little bit of black shade on that Jaclyn Hill palette. Just gonna place it a little bit here on the outer V. Just so we have a matte out here, because we're going to go in with a shimmer shade on the lid. So this part just on the outer V, and then dragging it a little bit on the crease slowly, and then go back in and blend. And for this one I'm doing more of a round shape to my eye. You can always do a wing if that's what you want to do and wing it out, but I like to keep my smoky eye rounded. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this packing brush here and just pack on this eyeshadow. This is a single shadow by MAC. It is called Fathoms Deep, and it's the Extra Dimension eyeshadow. And it has a little shine to it. You can see it's kind of metallic. We're gonna put that on our lid, just with the packing brush here, on top of that black liner that I put on my lid. go go back in with that black matte shadow from the Jaclyn Hill palette on the outer V, just to deepen up the look a little bit here. And then I'm going to go in with that deep brown shade that we used and blend it out just a tiny bit more. Now you can just leave it like this, but I want some extra poppin', and this is what the shade is called. Actually, it's called Poppin'. This is the Morphe metallic eyeshadows. These are awesome. If you want to make any look more poppin', then you can use these. They're from the holiday collection. So I'm just gonna put this here in the inner corner. Oh my goodness. And just drag it out a little bit, just to the middle of the lid. This is where I'm gonna put mine at, and a little on the inner corner. You're gonna let it dry. Don't look up or it's gonna transfer to the top of your eye. So just keep looking down until it dries. Right now, I'm gonna go back in with that MAC single shadow and just pop it back in here again. So you can blend it in with the silver that we put down, that metallic from Morphe. And then just to deepen it just a tiny bit more, I'm gonna go back in with the black from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Just here on the outer corner. I want that outer corner to be a little darker and more dramatic. Then I'm just gonna clean up that outer corner here just a little bit. Just remember, I want to keep that round shape. I don't want to make it too winged out. Go in here at the bottom if we had any fallout, and then just cleaning up around it here. I'm gonna go do this on the other side and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back with the other eye done. Now we're gonna go ahead and start the face. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and this is in the shade Desert Beige. And then of course the True Match Lumi, and this is in the shade True Beige. I'm gonna zoom you guys out just a little bit. There we go. You can see my whole face. Just dotting this all over my face. And a little bit of the True Match Lumi. And just gonna blend it out with the Morphe sponge. Then I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and this is in the shade Sand Sable. Just under my eyes to brighten them up a little bit on my nose. And there. I'm gonna blend it out with my sponge as well. And then whatever's extra on my sponge, I'm gonna go on my forehead here. Just a little bit, just the center. And then I'm gonna set all of that in place. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Press Powder in the shade Natural Beige. And I'm just grabbing this Real Techniques 302 brush and just gonna set all of that in place. I'm gonna go in with my contour palette. This is the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro, and I want a little more sharp contour, so I'm gonna go in with these two here. So this one and a little bit of this one. This is a little more cool tone, and this is a little warmer. I wanted something in between. So just grabbing a little bit of both of those, and just with this brush here. And I'm gonna go just a little bit here, just by my ear. Not dragging it down too much because it's not bronzer, it's more of a contour. You want to make it look sharper, and just diffuse it out just like that. And I'm gonna do the same here and just diffuse it out. You want the darkest part to be near your ear, and then as you go down, it's just gonna diffuse that color because you don't want that too dark there. Then I'm just gonna do a little bit on my forehead, not too much. Just around the forehead here, just a tiny bit. And then also the jawline, just dragging it down a little bit. And I'm going in with those same two shades. Dragging it out. Gonna go in with a smaller brush and also contour my nose. I'm gonna use this brush that comes from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Any palette usually has these. These are really good for contouring. Gonna go starting here, up here, and down my nose. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna do the same here, starting up here and down my nose. Bring it there. From the other side of the brush, I'm just gonna blend it in so it doesn't look like I have a line there. Just blending it. Go. It just makes it look like you have a smaller, thinner nose. And now we're gonna bronze up a little bit. I'm gonna go with the Becca a Panama Sun bronzer and just warm up the face just a tiny bit more. Just on top of that contour. I'm getting it up to my temples. And since we already have the contour up here, I'm not gonna put any bronzer up there. Just a light contour. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Coty Airspun Loose Powder, and we are gonna bake just a little bit today. I'm gonna go in with the flat part of the sponge, and I'm gonna take it here and just drag it down a little bit. So I want that part to be a little sharp for a more structured look today. And I'm also gonna do it under my eyes just to brighten it up just a little bit before we go in with shadow. Just tapping the extra access here on the back of my hand because I don't want it to be too crazy. I didn't put too much, I just want a little bit under there. And I am going to put a little bit down my nose as well, just to brighten that up a little bit with the tip of the sponge. I'm also going to put it on the Cupid's bow. I'm going to let it sit for a little bit. Okay, so now that we let it sit for a little bit, I'm just gonna grab a brush and dust it all off. Just gonna dust that all off, mix it into the bronzer. Okay, and now we're gonna go in with a blush. I'm gonna be using this blush right here for today. And this is from the Glamorous Blush palette from BH Cosmetics. Just gonna grab my blush brush and kind of put that on there. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose, just a tiny bit on my forehead and on my chin here. And as you can see, that one already has a shimmer to it, but I want something brighter. So I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek. This is in the shade Flexitarian. I'm gonna grab the other side here of the sponge, this side here, and gonna go in there since it's damp, and gonna put that on my cheekbones. Oh my god, I think I put a little too much on this side. Whoops. I'm gonna try to take it a little bit off because I put a little too much on. Okay, I think it looks about the same now. I'm gonna grab a small brush and put it down my nose. I'm gonna spritz it a little bit too, just so it's a little more bright. Just gonna go in with this small pointed brush there, if you can see. There you go. I'm gonna go in with that ColourPop Super Shock Cheek, and I'm gonna spritz it just a little bit. And I'm gonna put it down my nose here, and at the tip of my nose. I'm just gonna blend it out with my finger, and I'm also gonna put it on my Cupid's bow here. I'm also gonna blend it out with my finger, and then back in with this sponge. I'm gonna put a little bit on my chin, and just a tiny bit over here. And on this side as well. Now we're gonna finish the lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with a black eyeliner. Okay, and this is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in the shade Perversion. I did drag it a little bit down than just my waterline because we're gonna go in and blend it. Okay, I'm gonna go in and blend that black out. And then with that brown shade that we used from the Jaclyn Hill palette, that dark brown shade right there, I'm gonna go underneath that black and blend it some more. And that is it for the lower lash line. I'm gonna grab a little bit of Flexitarian on my pinky here. Put that in the inner corner. gonna grab my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist just to set everything into place. Now for the lips, I'm gonna use this lip liner. This is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Brooklyn Thorn. It is a brown shade. I am overlining the lips just a little bit. And now I'm gonna go in with the NYX Lingerie, and this is in the shade Teddy. And then I do want a little bit of a lighter color in the middle. So I'm going to go in with the MAC Retro Liquid Lip. And this is in the shade Cafe Au Chic. And then I'm just going to dab it out with my finger. And I am going to use some lashes today. I'm going to be going in with the Ardell Wispies, and that's what those look like. And I already have mine cut for my eye, so if you have new ones, don't forget to size them to your eye before you put them on, or they're going to bother you. I'm just going to use the Duo lash adhesive. While I let those dry a bit to get tacky, I'm going to coat my lashes with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. Okay, I think those are dry enough now. I forgot to bring my... I'm just gonna pinch mine together with the fake ones so that they blend in. I'm gonna grab the other one. Now to hide that lash line, I'm just gonna get a little bit of liquid liner so you can't see it that much. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed. It's a look for a night out, or if you want to go grocery shopping with it, whatever you want to do with it, you do you. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see you in my next one. Toodles! Okie dokie.